Alright, mother truckers, hello and welcome to today's stream, this afternoon stream. Oh. Whew. So I'm beat. Super beat. I don't know what I did, but I'm so tired. But, make sure everything went out. Did we go out? Nice. Alright. Sweet. Really, this should be called, like, Mega Mods Part 10. But... oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. No, confirm. Alright, so... sometime this weekend, I had a little bit of time to play a little bit offline. And I realized I was having a massive steel shortage. So I came up with this. The hope is that it's close enough over here that I can start piping out this extra iron over here and prioritize it over this feed. Which I think we'll just do right now, kind of nastily. Trees and rocks only. This is backwards. And then set you for iron. Whew. So I was gonna play some DDO, but I'm too asleep. And why DDO is usually not what I would consider boring, and I'm having a blast this life, but it is not what I would consider the most mentally engaging game right now. And I have the feeling that's kind of what I need. Something with some mental challenge to help knock some cobwebs loose this morning. So I do want to put this over here. I think we'll just walk it. Like so. Oh, that's not gonna work that way. Oh, this one's right there. Oh, it should fit from here, right? Yeah. Again, all this stuff is really basically temporary stuff, but let's see. So can I get? Really want, that's a good way to side load, or to, needs to come back just a little bit. I'm just gonna manually shove all that in there. Okay. Dang it, not we had to do some moving things all over the place, and I'll explain it in a little bit. Let me just finish my thoughts here before I get too distracted. Alright, there we go. So that should prioritize that iron over there, but then continue to keep this full. Alright, so let's take an overview of this guy. So we are taking the raw iron and processing it into, I forget what they call these things. Like processed iron or something. I don't know, whatever it is. So those are working. Actually, I think this has got a storage limit. And then those get turned into iron pellets. The iron pellets go up into this warehouse with coke and limestone. And those get processed into iron ingots. Oh, sorry. Into iron ingots. I have extra iron ingots again. I don't know. Anyhow, so those get turned into process iron, into iron pellets, into iron ingots. Those iron ingots take coke, pellets, and limestone. Like I said, we're not even keeping up right now. Plus, we've got this totally full, that totally full. So anyway, that those four get turned into that. Then we have four down here making steel, which is iron pellets plus plus oxygen. So we have to go through both of those steps to get to here. And then we're going into we're actually storing molten lead steel. So those get melted down. The recipe we're using are silicone and steel ingots. Hey, Capper. So we had to pipe silicone up here to make silicone ingots, and we're just doing silicone ingots plus carbon to make the ingots. And then those get pumped into, in this recipe we're going into the steel sheets. Steel sheets get turned into iron bars, or steel plates. We're actually like mega full on steel. This has been really quick. Rip your friendship with the girl you liked. No, why? A date didn't go well? Or it's because she's your girlfriend. Doesn't like you. What happens? That is the downside of potentially dating a girl. It's okay. It's cool. You guys will... Doesn't mean you can't be friends. It'll probably turn out that way, but it doesn't mean you can't be friends. Alright. We got a couple hundred extra iron ingots here. Alright, what else needs to go that's not gone? So I think this warehouse is basically full, right? Pretty damn close. We need to start processing this uranium ore somewhere. Probably wouldn't hurt. I think we have a small uranium processing going on up here now. Just something real little, right? Yeah, right here. But it's out of uranium. My uranium? No, uranium. I mean... You could. There's no harm in, you know, looking, inquiring. I'm gonna dump some of this stuff that's I know I'm not going to be requesting here real quick. Things that the robots won't. Oh no, they'll bring me bricks. Okay. I think they try to bring me everything else. I'm gonna just grab some of this uranium by hand and run it over there, and then actually I want to keep one of those on me actually, and I want to keep this on me because I want to turn actually the other way around. Need a blue chest. There we go. I want to request that uranium, the raw uranium over here, and have the robots bring it over. So anyway, yeah, just hang out, just be friends. There's no reason to like end a friendship that you're both having fun. You just got to keep in mind that it does suck being friend zoned, but it happens, and it happens to the best of us, and you know you can't take it the wrong way. Just have to kind of be okay with a little friend zonedy from time to time. Alright, so what's going on up here? These are just barely trickling because this is full of crushed stone. So we're going to... What? Oh, because this is filtering out these two things. Alright, so yeah, this is still fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a requester chest, requesting any additional uranium, basically, in the system. So that'll get the robots delivering some there. So let's figure out how we want to deal with this, right? This is drug that to a complete and total halt. We can turn it into landfill pretty quickly. I don't know if that's really what I want to do with all this stone, but we just have so much. Just keep in mind that everybody, like my friend Lessa, she's got it, and actually my son Remington, they just, neither one of them are very interested in the opposite sex. Sorry, my friend Lessa's daughter, they're just, it's not their thing, so wow, even that's not enough to keep up, huh? Oh, we are working through the pile here, which is all that matters. Get this all running again. Alright. Get that running again. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Like I said, girls are weird. Alright, so let's try doing something here. Oh wait, no, we can't yet. We left everything back in the other thing. There goes our robots. So there's a mod that I was talking about quite a bit, actually. and it is called Logistics Train Network. And I've been wanting to try it for a little while because I think it's basically what's going to make this idea of the base work. And it's what I want to do is close to what Neilhouse is doing on his current playthrough, but different. Where is all the junk that I believe laid around? Alright, so here's a chest of junk for me. Pick up this chest of junk. I have a chest of junk over here somewhere. Yeah, over here. Alright. So now I'm not real sure how this works. And I've not actually done it, so I think I'm going to build a play train house. Or a plane train network here in a second. Let's grab some. Also, I want to do some other things. I want to get this stuff put away. And then, do I have some train tracks? I think I would assume so, right? Oh, here's some. Okay. There's some train tracks. I really kind of need some that's fine, whatever. Let's see, I think I need a constant combinator. I might need some. Let's just start with the constant chronometer. I'm pretty sure that's correct. And then I need a train and at least one train car. Probably two at some point here, though. I think I'm making trains somewhere. Maybe not. I don't see anything that looks even remotely close to a train. So we'll just snag some engines here. Build a train. Alright, I'll put these over here. Alright, where should we build our play train station? Oh, I guess over here is fine. Alright. So this is my thinking. Or this is actually the thing. So we have a new train station. New kind of train station here. So what he was doing was he was calling it LTN for like the logistics train network. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Sure, for now at least. Actually, I think I'll do provider, and then what I think they're going to provide, in this case, wood. There we go. We'll make those all white. Okay. So I need power. Where's my grid? Can I just extend my grid over? Perfect. Come on, snap it. Let's go. Alright, so we have... This is a provider. It's going to provide something. It's going to provide, in this case, wood. Let's just see if we can figure this out. Because if I can figure this out, I think this is the technology that I need to make this all kind of go. Alright, we're making those filter, or yeah, filter inserters for a reason, but they'll need to be filter stack inserters, to be fair. Okay. Let's do another one of those. Okay. So now, this all has to be wired up with green wire, which is one of the reasons we've been doing, I think it's the lamp to the pole. Actually, that might want to be red wire. But we'll see. So, I need... Okay, so somewhere in here, you're not researched all the right tech yet. Let's actually look. Everything we need for the logistics train network. Vehicle plasma cannon. Holy S. Let's scroll down here and see. Like I said, we just added it, so it would not surprise me if I'm missing some science to kind of make it all go. Here we go. Nope, that's it. Alright. So I thought what you had to do was tell it what you're providing. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Alright, so stop is a depot. Minimum train length, maximum train length, limit trains. Request your threshold, provide threshold. Alright, so it's provide threshold. Say like 2,000. And then I thought you had to say what it is you were providing. Maybe not. Okay, so that's under the signals. Alright, so that says we're only going to provide things in groups of 2,000, is that correct? And then it's, yeah, you can eat that, but I don't want you eating my boxes. Give me a second. Sorry. Go grab my car and grab some wood, I think. Again, I'm not sure how this works. I'm trying to figure it out. I watched Neil House's like basic tutorial, and I've been watching him do them on his new series. I've been really impressed by this logistic train network. It's basically exactly the thing that I've been looking for. What do we already have in the car? We had a bunch of iron. Let's just do iron instead, because we already have iron in the car. And I don't have to like get new stuff and worry about carrying it over and shenanigans. Hey, look at us. We almost drove all the way there without crashing. I thought it was going to be our time, you guys. Alright. So this is actually going to be providing iron, for example. Whoa. Iron did it. Okay. So there is 3,000 iron in here. Oh, you need some, probably a little bit more gas than that one piece of wood too. Oh, you got some coal. There. Okay. So then down here, I'm going to make a requester. Or depot. So I think depots are the only things that can have the same name. Everything else has to be named different. So we will call it. And what he's done is he has what he calls districts with different things. So I guess we're gonna do the same thing. Test one. Okay. So we're going to take this train. We're going to manually make it come down here to test one for a second. No, almost. Mostly so I can unload here. One, two, three. And then we'll slap down that somewhere. Okay, we'll wire this up with green wires. Nice that I don't know if these don't need to be wired up. Where's that? Okay. So then I can say you have a requester threshold of, let's call it 2,000. And then I think I can also put in, now this is where I put my, what I want. So if I say I want iron, wherever the bloody iron is gone. There it is. If I want iron, I want 2,000 minus. That should be telling it I want it to get iron. I think up here I have to tell it that I have iron. Now, do I have to tell it to be an automatic? Oh, these probably needs to be connected, doesn't it? Alright, so you go to here. Oh, I don't think that's connected there. I thought 2,000 meant I want it. So it's checking in this box to see if it's got any in there. Let's take that out for now. I want 2,000. Definitely got something not figured out correctly. Alright, so this is saying we have 3,000 in this chest. And this is saying, should be saying I want. I don't think I have to have the train link stuff in there. I realize it's important sometimes, but requester test hold at least 200 for now. Go. I understand. It's saying, definitely saying we have it. Wonder what I'm missing. Does it explain it in the science, or I gotta go pull up the page? Destination for train-based logistic network. Nope, doesn't say. I feel like we're. This is very close. Maybe I do need to say train length. Maximum train length 2. I'll have to rewatch the video real quick. I think we're very close. What am I missing? I've got the value of that warehouse, the value of this warehouse. Should be ready to run. I don't understand. Oh wait, I think I wired it up to the wrong thing. It's gotta go from the light to here. I think the light is the input. I still don't know that it's hooked up. I mean, the light's hooked up in there, but let's disconnect all this stuff. Light's green. Yeah, we started not very long ago. Not like the end of the world there. Trying to figure out this logistic and train network stuff. You know, let's pick this back up. Set it back down. We'll try again. Okay, so this needs to be wired into the light. The light to the accumulator. Alright, everything's green. We're providing iron. Change it to... Let's not even put a thing in it. Let's just say we're providing iron. Does it work that way? What's good? What's good in life? I mean, other than the, you know, like, limitation of their women or whatever it is. Man, what am I missing? I'm missing something to make this work. Don't make me rewatch Neahouse's video right now on the bloody stream, because I'll do it. I'll do it, Factorio. You make me. It looks like this is hooked up to here, but I think that's because that's where the light is on this side. So the graphic just looks weird. Oh, do I need train stops? Probably. Huh. No path, no path, no path, no path. Still no path. Let's make some more. Let's go in front of the train. No path, no path, no path for you, no path for you. Does that mean that it's got a thing though? How can there not be a path? It's a circle. I hate trains. I was really hoping that this would make my life so much easier when it came to train stuff. Okay. Put in manual mode for a minute. Maybe I need a third one. Okay, so this is something that Neilhouse had done for his testing, and I didn't do because I really didn't think I needed it, but Choo choo. Alright. Stop down here somewhere. That's not what I need. I need at least 2 more lights here. Put one here. Put one back here. Another accumulator. Has anyone else played with this before? You are going to be a depot. LTN depot. Alright. And you, of course, need power. Okay. Actually, go to the... Alright, it wants to go. It's trying to go. Let's make some of these things. Wrong things, maybe? I really don't understand. Hey, mister.
So Zach and I here put away the magic cards. Isabel invited me to go witch shop them. Do you have a problem with that?
No. What are you gonna do in Wichita?
We're not sure. As far as I know, we're going to a Chinese buffet and then probably heading to either the trampoline place or the arcade.
It's fine. Can you take care of this too real quick?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yep.
Why is this not working? Oh, the dog alert. Clearly it's trying to go do a pickup. So the problem is not the train network, it is me being incompetent with signals. Which is not its fault. That's my fault. And me just being terrible at trains thing. Okay. So let's see. What do we know for a fact? We know we have to put one here. And basically one at the end of the train. Pretty much everywhere. Or is the train station going the wrong way? No. Right? Yeah, the train station's going this way. Choo choo, round and round and round. Yeah, those are both on the right side of the roads. Right, big circles. Okay. So now we need lights up here. Right here at the start. Right there. Okay. So now, if I were to do this manually, that would work, right? Come on, brain. Alright, so train signals. Read the next signal between the path to allow better control of the train. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I should do the train tutorials? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me either. Alright, so this is red. Now let's just make sure we didn't, like, miss something. Let's drive around in a circle. Alright, so why is this red? Let's start with that question. Right, shouldn't that be green? I don't even know what you do with these things, to be fair. Come on, go. Work. I'm a depot. I'm a requester. I need 2,000 iron plate. Why? It's like, I'm providing iron plate. It's like, I have iron plate. You want iron plate. This is a depot. Alright, I'm not sure what we're missing. So let's do it. Neil House. Apparently I'm dumb. No, look under playlist. I'm sure it's under Spectorial.
Hello, welcome. My name is Nilas and this is another tutorial. The input signal, this is a lamp. This is where everyone tells...
Is there some way I'm against this? I know I'm on this one. I know I'm on that one. There's somehow I'm not on this lamp. Like it's hard to tell this way. Let's just pick that back up. Kind of looks like that. Maybe it's hooked up to itself too. Alright, let me slide down another culminator. Put it way up here. Lamp to this. Again, providing iron, which should be in here. sure as hell can't see it. Oh, it's in this one. You have 5,000 iron. Actually, let's call it 1,000 iron. All right.
The logistics network, what is going on, and the logistics dot output is where it tells the rest of the world what the train is doing. Now let's zoom out in a sense and look at what the purpose of this one is. The purpose is basically to replicate the behavior of logistics robots. So basically, it's part here. And I can also continue wiring up this location. Depots you can pull, and then I can do supply and demand. It will generate a train schedule and move the goods. So it works very much like the logistics network, and the first part of the logistics network is actually the robot port. So let's have a look at that corresponding thing. And look at this beautiful train. This has nothing to do with this mod, but it's part of the Angels mod logistics. And it has this beautiful crawler train. So I'll use this for my logistics trains because then that's pretty cool, and then I can see gradually how I transform into using logistics trains. Now you will notice a blue light here. This train stop is a special type of train stop. And the way I do that is having a constant combinator. It sends a signal called stop is depot. Depots, you can have as many as you like, and they can have the same name. So in this case I call it LTN depot. Quite a reasonable name. I can have tons and tons of these, and I probably will, because that's where all my trains are idling, and I do that by wiring up this location. So now this train is basically a robot waiting in a roboport for a match between a supply and a demand. Now let's start with the supply side. So instead of just wiring into this one, I can also continue wiring it up here. As you can see, I've prepared it. I'll wire it from the pole and into the lamp. That means now I have told the lamp, you can see here, they are now connected. The lamp tells the power pole that it's a green signal.
Does this not need accumulator? Is that what I'm doing wrong? This doesn't need to be there. It just has to be wired into the lamp. Okay, we'll keep watching.
Input that there's 2,388 available. It is a very important detail. It must be a green wire going in and out. I spent hours debugging why it wasn't working, and that was because I used a red wire. So for some reason, the input here must use a green wire for telling the inputs and outputs. Not for depot though. So now we have set, this is now a provider chest that basically says, I have this amount. If someone needs it, you can come get it here. And of course, this location needs it. So the way we do that is in 2 steps. We will do the first part here. We'll put an input. So basically, we want to say, hey, I want wood. And in this case, I want, if it's a positive number, it means it's provided. If it's a negative number, it means it's requested. A very, very simple way of doing it. And it works absolutely brilliant. So I want 1,200. That's good, but there's more to it as well. There are some additional signals here, and we also need. For example, I don't want this to go unless there's enough. So this is the minimum delivery size. So don't start a train schedule unless you have, 1,100. I want this pretty well. Now the next one, these two, minimum train length and maximum train length. They are
So these are a
also
little
quite
different
important.
than what I have as
The way
options,
that
but
I work my base is that I have small trains of 1, 2, 1 plus 2, working inside my base, and then for the minerals, I have a 2, 4 train running in, and I don't want a 2, 4 train servicing this one, because then it will be locomotive, locomotive, and nothing will be loaded. So that won't work. Instead, what I need is to then say, I don't want trains here that are larger than 3 in length, like this. And then as soon as I hook this up, you will see that a train schedule is generated. Here, let's hook it up to this one first. You can see the input now on the
alright,
lamp.
so I hooked it up to the lamp,
But
to the light
the
post.
power pole. And once we click it into this logistics train, notice that we'll get a service message stating that a schedule has been generated. There we go. Creating delivery 1,200 raw wood, LTN wood provider to LTN.
Alright, so let's look at this again. So we have our stuff set up. Let's undo these in case that's somehow part of what I'm breaking. And let's switch them back to just regular old stack inserters. Okay. So this is hooked up. It's got 2,600 in it. Again, not the master, but this should work. We want 2,000. This is none. Should be good. This thing is a depot. Okay, so do we need to also put in that minimum request size? Request threshold 1,000. Should we unhook it and rehook it? Did it act like it was working? Oh. Now see, his depot is blue like that. Maybe, okay, so this is not wired up to this any longer. So what if I wire to there? Everything should be wired up now. This minus 2,000 is not coming. Oh, it is. It's just subtracting it out already. This is saying I have 4,000. Maybe the depot needs to be... He did make some comment about needing red wire. Go. Let's request 5,000. What was it saying we got? So we have negative 323. Let's request 500. With the minimum size of 100. Alright, depot, train sizes, request threshold, provider threshold, priority, lock slots per wagons, disable warnings, encode positions for armored things, code all the positions, and we're not doing any of that stuff. Roboport interface. Oh, that's so the trains can pick up things with the roboports. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that. I just want the train to run between here and there. I want you to take some iron from here and put it down here. That's all I need you to do right now. Please work.
And would request up. That seems quite reasonable, doesn't it? Say, hey, I'll wire it. That's where all my trains are idling, and I do that by wiring up.
All right, let's look at this again. Is depot. unhook it, rehook it. Here, let's go up to this pole, the pole to the thing. Nothing. This is hooked up. So let's make this. Let's set this up to provide. So iron. You're providing 5,000 iron or whatever it says. And then delivery threshold. Signals, delivery threshold 500. Okay. This train's got to be an automatic. Which it is. It's got gas. I want to pull my hair out. This is why we need to experiment with it, though, and this is part of the reason why we're not doing. We didn't make this part of the usual Mega Mod campaign, but it's not complaining that there's no path this time. What is wrong? What am I not doing correctly? Factorio. LTN mod. Pull up the thing here. Green, normal status. Blue, depot was train ready. So it's still not showing this depot correctly. Output, constant train composition, position of wagons, locomotives in the train, all stops. Primary encoded signal of the train, 31 characters. Expected train delivery. Setting up depots. Place one LTN stop and feed. Stop is depot. Greater than equal to 1 lamp. Okay. So they're using red wires also. Let's go grab some. I don't think I have any red wires in here, right? No. They're using both to do things. Get out of the way, tree. I just should have ran. Alright, where's my wire manufacturing? Up here, right? Yeah, it's all set up for green right now, but... Wait, you're out of rubber? Here's my rubber. This needs to be the requester chest requesting rubber. And then I need a need to turn wire into red wire. Nothing. Okay. So then I need another little one like here. It goes pick up, put down, red wire. That's gonna put in here. And then this is actually gonna get changed to like green wire less than 400. Oh, not 4,400. Then we'll copy this into here. Oh, except that's not gonna work. Make you red wire 400. Then we'll undo that. And give me a stack of red wire. Alright, so we got a stack of red. We got a stack of green. Let's see if we can't figure this shit out. So oh, he's got a blueprint string for something. I'll copy his blueprint string. Oh. See if we can't figure it out. I really didn't think this would be that hard. Alright, is this a blueprint for the stop, or is it a blueprint for fail to import string? Okay. Let's take a look here. Oh, he's got a constant combinator in here too. Okay, LT and stop. Oh. Whatever. LT and stop. Forgot I picked it up and took it apart. Okay. Stop is depot. Oh, okay. Into the lamp. That's the depot, right? Yeah, never mind. I feel like we're doing the depots correct. Although I'm getting the wrong colored light. Let's see what happens when I do the red. See, he's using red wire in his picture, but I don't think he really wants to. Train is depot 1. Greater than equal. I mean, there's no greater than equal. Unless you gotta put the combinator in here. Which Neil House didn't say anything about that. Send at least one train with automatic mode to the depot. Okay. Setting up the requester stations. Requester threshold. And the negative amount that we want. Connect the chest to the lamp. Which it is via this wire right here. Merge the negative output with the train inventory signals from the stop. So this guy right here, it's got a negative value into here. Feed the signal into a... Okay, which I haven't done that yet, but we can. Set up provider stations. Connect the chest to the input. Connect the constant combinator to the input settings to provide a threshold, limiting train size and whatnot. So, provide threshold 500. And then right now I don't care about train composition or whatever. So everything should be good. Right? Why? Go! Shoo! Stop itself on a lamp and a yellow constant combinator output. Oh, it's already... No, that combinator's... Oh, it is in there. I can't interact with that combinator. Ugh. Oh, I don't know where that's... What is this connected to? You got the whole train station, you slap it back down. Alright, change its name. Iron in. This doesn't really matter, this is just for me, but whatever. Okay. Everything says it's wired up correctly. This does not go to here. This does not go to there. So now it is. Everything says it's fine. So what if I go to this? Okay, now it says there's a problem. What if I unhook you to there, and I'll hook you up here to here? What if I hook you up here to here? There's a problem. Okay, what if I hook you up here to here with red wires? The problem. Should this not be blue? It's a depot. Depot. Still having a hard time determining. I mean, it looks like the lamp is hooked up. It's not even saying that there's a problem now. I just don't think the request is going through right now. What am I missing? What is definitely screwy? I don't know. Let's see, we got some bodies in the stream. Does anyone have any ideas? Anybody? Who's hanging? It says 4 viewers. Alright. I never got my tea. I'm gonna go check on my tea. You guys tell me if this magically starts to work. Or if anyone's got any ideas. Because I'm unsure. Yeah. As far as near as I can tell, other than the fact that this thing is not blue. And I don't even know if it does that anymore, to be honest. As near as I can tell, that is correct. If that's not hooked up, this lamp is. That's not hooked up, the lamp is. That's not hooked up, the lamp is. Right? I mean, there's this provider some threshold thing. Do I need to tell it it's providing iron? Provide 2,000 iron. So that should all be hooked up together to where it shares these signals across. There should not be any red wires. The wires you see are electricity wires right now. Or you just mean in general? In general, the red wire, the different colored wires allow you to do like logistical things. Like before you have logistics networks, you can turn machines on and off based off of the wiring. But all these signals up here, it's showing 6,000. That's not right. And there's 4,000 here. Plus 2. Oh, that's right. So it's saying 4,000. And then this is requesting 500. So this thing together should say, yep, that's correct. But this is hooked up and it says there's none. Another 5,000. So now what are we showing? So now we're showing that we are requesting a ton. I don't understand why it's not. I'll have to think about it some more. Might rewatch the videos again. Let me do that. I'm going to turn the video on. Again, go check on my tea, and you guys tell me what I'm missing.
one train going from plastic and out to 10 different items. That means the number set to a small mod called Smart Display that displays what is being wired to them. So explain the concept of it while setting it up.
I'll be right back.
It requires some different types of train stops, and they are a bit more advanced than the normal train stops. Let's give them some proper names. Let's call it LTN for Logistics Train Network, and then Wood Provider. Good. And the other one, let's give it a reasonable name as well, instead of Alistair Gordon. Not a very good name. LTN Wood Requester. There. I don't know if that was spelled correctly or not. Let's get a hook that up on. Now let's have a look at what this one does. It contains three entities: the normal train stop, the input signal. This is a lamp. This is where everyone tells the logistics network what is going on, and the logistics stop output is where it tells the rest of the world what the train is doing. Now let's zoom out in a sense and look at what the purpose of this one is. The purpose is basically to replicate the behavior of logistics robots. So basically we will have a roboport where they're standing, where they're idling, and when there is enough of a demand, where there's a matching supply and demand, it will generate a train schedule and move the goods. So it works very much like the logistics network, and the first part of the logistics network is actually the roboport. So let's have a look at that corresponding thing. And look at this beautiful train. This has nothing to do with this mod, but it's part of the Angels mod, Angels mod Logistics, and it has this beautiful crawler train. So I'll use this for my logistics trains because then that's pretty cool, and then I can see gradually how I transform into using logistics trains. Now you will notice a blue light here. This train stop is a special type of train stop, and the way I do that is having a constant combinator. It sends a signal called stop is depot. Depots, you can have as many as you like, and they can have the same name. So in this case I call it LTN depot. Quite a reasonable name. I can have tons and tons of these.
Alright, has anyone figured out what I'm missing now?
Because that's where all my trains are idling, and I do that by wiring up this location. So now this train is basically a robot waiting in a roboport for a match between a supply and a demand.
Okay. So this is wired up. Maybe this doesn't need wired up? I feel like it does though. So how else is it gonna know? Alright. I know it should have a blue light. But I mean, that's all there is to it. But it just goes green. So I wire that to the pole, and then that pole to this pole. Now they're all connected. So it's showing where the... Alright, let's keep going.
Now let's start with the...
When he wires something up, I want to see if it's showing the warehouse, the
this one. I can also
depot signal
up here. As you can see, I've prepared it. I'll wire it from the pole and into the lamp. That means now I have told the lamp, you can see here, they are now connected. The lamp tells the power pole that it's a green signal. Just tell the green signal or the input that there's 2,388 available. It is a very important detail. It must be a green wire going in and out. I spent hours debugging why it wasn't working, and that was because I used a red wire. So for some reason, the input here must use a green wire for telling the inputs and outputs. Not for depot though. So now we have said this is now a provider chest that basically says, I have this.
See, it sounds like... Okay, let me unhook this. I'm going to unhook this again. Unhook this. I'm going to unhook from here to here. I'm going to use a red wire to go into here and say that it's a depot. Still not a blue light. But it's outputting that this is a depot. Alright. Let's finish watching our example here.
This amount, if someone needs it, you can come get it here. And of course, this location needs it. So the way we do that is in 2 steps. We will do the first part here. We'll put an input. So basically, we want to say, hey, I want wood. And in this case, I want, if it's a positive number, it means it's provided. If it's a negative number, it means it's requested. A very, very simple way of doing it. And it works absolutely brilliant. So I want 1200. That's good, but there's more to it as well. There are some additional signals here. And we also need, for example,
these additional signals I'm not too worried about right now. All of my trains are 1 and 2.
This is a minimum delivery size. So don't start a train schedule unless you have, 1100. I want this pretty well. Now the next one, these two, minimum train length and maximum train length, they are also quite important. The way that I work my base is that I have small trains of 1 plus 2, working inside my base, and
also this is
I have a 2-4 train
few months old,
running in, and I don't want a 2-4 train servicing this one, because then it will be locomotive, and nothing will be loaded. So that won't work. Instead, what I need is to then say, I don't want trains here that are larger than 3 in length, like this. And then as soon as I hook this up, you will see that a train schedule is generated. Here, let's hook it up to this one first. You can see the input now on the lamp, or not the lamp, but the power pole. And once we click it into the logistics train, notice that we'll get a service message stating that a schedule has been generated. There we go. Creating delivery 100.
See, that should be hooked up. Unless it's goobered up because of this. Maybe they don't all go connected? Okay. Why is this sending out a green signal now? Well, that green signal is probably like, hey, we want it, but where's this green signal coming from? It's got to be coming from this, right? Because this is putting out those two. So this is saying, come get me. And this is saying, I got a train. I still feel like these all have to be wired up together for it to work. And then from the train stop to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, I should be able to do this and tell you to set filters like that. So when the train shows up there wanting iron, it should grab just iron. But the train won't go.
1,200 raw wood, LTN wood provider to LTN wood requester. That seems quite reasonable, doesn't it? It goes up here. You can see the schedule is already provided. it's quite convenient. It states also, I don't want to run in front of it, and here it unloads. As you can see, this is demo that's in these chests, not the ones that are being transported either, but just in the chest. And once it's done, it will head back to the storage location. Now at this point, this one is always hungry. Always hungry. So this one's another 1200 because it can see that there is 1200 up there. Now that's not actually the best way of doing it, because actually this buffer is okay. I only want to fill it up. I don't want to fill it too much up like this, right? So I want to control it by basically saying the content of the boxes is going into this one. This is at now 200, while my requesting is minus 1200. And you will see that it rockets and skyrockets up now. Go, go, go. And I don't want this one to keep going in. For example, if you have ore being brought in from a mining outpost, you don't want to keep bringing the ore in if your buffers internally are full. So it goes out, and as long as this one is above 1200, it'll generate a new, above 1100 actually. So what I would propose is actually hooking up the content of the buffer to the fixed, so that the fixed here becomes, this is the maximum I want in my buffer, or this is the ideal amount in my buffer. So you can see here, now this display changes because they are now added. The content of the boxes is subtracted from the requester, or actually added to the negative number from the requester. You can see here now this is being unloaded, and that number.
Okay, so he does not have them all hooked together. He does not. Okay, so those are not hooked together. So this is now saying I'm looking for 10,000. I have none. And this is saying I'm a depot. And just plug it in there. We got a green signal. I'm a depot. Still not blue, but I'm a depot. And this says I'm looking for 10,000 bits. Saying I want some. And this up here is saying I got them. Saying I got 10 or 6,000. It does not, because this is not correct. Says I got, now it's saying I got 4,000. This should all go. I'm almost positive this should just go now. I'm not sure what the hell. Let's take this train out. Let's put a new train down. Okay. Go! Work! Alright, let's tell you to go to the LTN depot. We got it! Okay, now we should have a red signal right here. Retrain contents. Right? So, shouldn't this thing be showing us the negative train? That doesn't work. Well, now I gotta get it to outload the right thing. Where'd it go?
Good. Another issue in this, even though it can take more, then I don't want it to go. Another one of the issues with this is pollution. What if I put some other items in here? This could either be an error because it just happened to find its way on the belt, or it could be actually intended that this could be 6 different things. I could also have 6 different things on the other side. And how the hell would I ensure that? So what happens when I do this? Oops, it starts filling in the garbage here. That's a problem. You see, this one generated only once the surplus was minus 1100, or the stock was minus 1100. And now it gets even worse because then it gets polluted as well. So this is no good, and there is a trick to it. Let's have a go at when the new train schedule is being generated. It comes along shortly, soon-ish, I hope.
I'm missing something still.
Now, easiest way would just be taking all of these and just say, well, easy peasy, I'll just make however, what if I sometimes want to load iron or steel and sometimes want to load wood? Then that's going to be an issue. However, there is quite a clever way, and this is where the train output, logistics train output comes along. Now,
am I hooking up to the wrong thing? Does that need to be this? Ah-ha-ha! Perfect. That's what it needed. That's what you do. That's why you hook up to this thing. Because now it's saying red signal, I'm looking for wire. Okay. We did it! So now if yes, the lights are the right color. It's saying I want 1,000. It's saying the minimum delivery size is 500. Let's turn this back on. Man, that was like a kick in the teeth. Well, the thing is, the whole train network is going to get reworked. Is the idea. Jesus, what's... You're gonna wait till it's full? For purposes of testing. Okay, so purposes of testing. Alright. So now... Go back down here to the depot. Then this thing should say when it has less than 1,000, it should go back off again. No station supplying iron found. So this is... By wiring this up, it broke it somehow? Okay, but I can wire it up to the train depot itself. Okay. And then it doesn't care. Okay, so now, just to make sure it works, give me like 100. See, I want it to stop when it hits the number I requested, right? I see it's still going. Why is it... I don't understand why it's not... It's stopped at that amount. Would that be a... That'd be a constant culminator thing, where these arms would turn off once that total gets to where we want it to go? I don't know. But for now, just being able to request like this is a good start. All right. So it ran over. Let's put this stuff back in our, some of it at least back in our car / back in our pocket. I think I can drive the car right there to that loader. Let's go see. Fine. Alright, let's examine the idea of making a couple of these. So my thinking is, right, is that we're actually going to take the core idea going to take the core idea behind this. Alright, take this core idea, change it just a little bit. So basically we have a train stop that can pop in here somewhere, grab any contents out of this that we want and take off. Come in here when it needs raw materials and drop off raw materials. What's... Anyway, that's the idea. Whether or not it'll actually work, who knows? But I don't think I'm gonna stress over that right now. We're gonna put all this train stuff away for now. Whew. But it worked. I got it to work. So that's a start. What the hell? What is broken up here now? We don't have any what? Any limestone. Why don't we have any limestone? Find that hard to believe. Oh, because this is transitioned all to solid fuel, and this needs coal to run. That would be a reason probably why we don't have something. But this is set to run until... Limestone comes down in here. Out of water? Oh, because this is probably full. Okay, so what do we do with this mud? I think there's a landfill recipe for this mud, right? Yeah. More landfill! Yay! Alright, 1, 2, 3. in, out, out. Right, is that the right way? That's this one. It's not even right either. Out, out. Alright, let's get that mud up here. We should be able to do that. Alright, let's go mud out, mud to here. Boy, we're in the process of some squirrely ass S. Alright, and then these don't need to be stack inserters. Okay, so I should get limestone running again, which means our steel should be going. Which means all that iron should be under control. Where are you going? Oh, you're charging? Come to yours truly? Okay. Alright, and that means all these are back fired up again. Sweet. Man, we got so much lead, which is gonna be good because I think we need to. Are we making bronze anywhere? I don't remember. We are making bronze. All right, making bronze, aluminum plate. Let's see. I got time for like one more thing. One more little thing. Check on some of this other stuff real quick. How's our acid? Acid gas is so. Hydrogen, if anything, is over full. Let's take a look at that. There's got to be something we can do with all this extra hydrogen. Benzene, ethylene, hydraulic fluid becomes synthesis, whatever that word is, plus hydrogen. Hydrogen plus a blue metal catalyst makes methane, ethane, and butane. We already have an abundance of butane and ethane. Advanced light gas fraction. Man, it's crazy. How about this? What can we do with that? With a green catalyst, we can turn it into those two different kinds of acid and what looks like carbon dioxide, which would actually be good. We'd use the carbon dioxide, but I don't think these other two chemicals are currently doing anything for us. We can make sulfur out of it, though. That would be semi-useful. Can we make fluoride? No. So we can turn with aluminum, raw aluminum and raw silver. We can turn it into stuff. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm tired and over my head again, so you're right on time. Yeah, Angels and Bobs, plus a few other things. The full mod list is currently here. I need to get a summary put up on the website. Looks like we're full up on natural. Okay, so how's plastics? Plastic is empty again. Plastic is empty again for probably a bunch of reasons. Let's tear through the plastics here. Alright, ethane is moved. Butane is overflowing again. So this we'll just take out. And that's this line, right? Ethane. Yeah. Alright, so let's adjust this ethane gas. No, that has to stay there. Dee. Alright, so let's put you to here. And let's take this out. Okay, so that's not hooked up. Let's grab another. Okay. I should turn these all back on. Yeah, looks good. So right now we are cracking into this. Now I thought we had a better cracking, right? Didn't we? Didn't we literally just look at it? Alright, so we have natural gas liquids by themselves. That makes 50 methane, 30, and 20. If we were to put synthesis gas in there, we would get 90, 30, and 20, which would be pretty good. We do gas condensates, we do 30, 30, 70, 20, which is unnecessary. And that also is unnecessary. So we could do this one, which wouldn't suck. We just have to be able to get this gas, this gas up there, which we could do. I think we've got room. So let's take a look at how that changes our inputs here. It would actually be real tough to work that in here, so we're not even gonna bother. Do you have the mod what it's really used for? I do not. I've considered something like that, but then I hear about half the time it doesn't work for the Angels Bob stuff anyway. We need to like triple or quadruple plastic production through the raw gas at some point here. I think these are gonna all this is gonna have to move and expand way over. Works pretty good for you. I might try it then. Like if people have good experiences with things, I have no problems trying things. All right, we can. Get rid of that, I think. Alright, so that should be the majority of this moved down. There's one more up here still. Which I think we can just probably set a pump on right here and pump it out of the bloody way. Going down. So let's throw a couple more of these in here. That's obviously left over from before. So we're gonna have a ton of this acid gas, so we have to figure out what we want to do with it soon. So this hydrogen is keeping this from converting, so let's just throw an overflow valve and a flare stack in here for now, just to get it gone. I'm sure there's a convenient way to use this hydrogen. I just haven't figured it out yet. Flare stack it away, which sucks. I hate wasting stuff. I mean, again, you should be able to do something very simple with it. At the very least, you should be able to turn it into solid fuel. Red metal catalyst. Which I have red metal catalyst. I could turn it into solid fuel? Oh wait, no, I can turn it into that. So I can turn 5 coal and 50 hydrogen gas into 6 coke and some oil. Yeah, we'll probably have to do that at some point. For now, we'll just blow the extra off. It's a lot of that stuff. Man, oil is rough. Alright, how are you guys doing? What's the hold up here? Because you guys are supposed to be turning this stuff into... Oh, we're having carbon dioxide problems. Okay. Almost 40 hours in my game and I haven't got robots working yet. We pushed really hard to get the first tier of robots like 2 sessions ago. So we've got some robots. We don't have a ton. Looks like we have a total of 5,000 robots, which is pretty good actually, but still not a ton. I think I want to get those robots moving set up the gem processing in a meaningful way. I think maybe we'll have time for some of that. We just got to figure out how we want to do it. Do we want to do it with robots? Probably, because right now all these are coming in up here. How is this not maxed out? There goes my logistics robots. Work, you little bastards. Alright, so we've got to figure out one of the, at least somehow, one of the numerous ways that we want to process gems. So we can, I mean, we're going to want some of each for like lasers and things. So we definitely need to set up some sort of processing area. I don't want too much. Like, we already have some. I'm kind of thinking we do it here. I don't hate having another lake up there. Okay, we have like 10 million places we're making landfill. The next one that we need to use is probably over here, so let's go that way. Let the robots poop out the termite bots. $3K, I'll take it. Compressing that landfill is pretty nice. So for all of my Factorio games, because I want YouTube to keep them, I use an open source playlist I've got on YouTube. Give me a second. No, I'll give you the channel. Copy. So I use this audio library, and then I just pick one of their playlists. I think this one is all of their music that they have on there. Randomized. So I just kind of whatever it happens to be. Oh, we're out of termite bots now. Alright, robots. You can get the rest of it. Alright, we're going to need some shite here. Alright. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we need to set up some sort of facility for processing the raw materials into cut materials. The way that I've done that in the past that works really, really well is with is by using the robots. So basically what I've done in the past is I'll have a requester chest or requester location. I might be able to do it with this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can do it out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And then basically we go down the color spectrum here. So blue, green, light green, purple, red, and then yellow. Okay. And then basically what I've done in the past is just take a machine and I usually feed it in directly. if there's room for that here. Not really. What if we did it this way? That'll give us 3. I think we can get away with that, right? Oh, this can go down 1. Alright, so you're gonna cut the sapphire. You're gonna cut the topaz. You're gonna cut... What the hell is this light green turn into? No, you're not cutting. Sorry. You're... What the hell is it? We're turning gems into gemal ore. I know the recipe is in... Oh no, it's a grinder. It's a grinder. That's what it is. It's in the grinders. I think they're 3x3s. Those are also 3x3s, so they should still fit. Am I in the network? Look at those construction robots lining up for some repairs. Alright, how we doing? Is anyone bringing me my shit? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's... I can't even make any because I don't have... What? Oh, I don't have any stone. I know I have some though. I'm just gonna run down here to the storage warehouse and get it. Bro, look at him going. Look at him going. Alright. There's a work rusher. Missing to make iron gear wheels. I'm seriously not putting those in there? Okay. And then what? Basically electronic circuit boards and steel gear wheels. We ran right past those, I think. Blue mother truckers. There they are. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's fine, we'll just let all those get upgraded. Might as well. God, I gotta trim my eyebrows. I have like a dozen hair per eyebrow that like it goes crazy. And it makes me feel like a monster. Alright, if I remember right, this should all work. 1, 2, 3, 1, So those should all process appropriately. This is the light green. This is the cyan. Okay. This is the light green. You're the yellow. Hey, babes.
Running out.
Running out. On me?
Running out.
Be good.
Go on. See if I can pay the dermatologist. Go by and get my prescription.
Fix your...
Go Walmart. Order my my contacts.
Kill the appointment for Remy or you or whatever.
Yeah, check and see what they got going on.
Okay. Pick yourself out a nice anniversary gift. Or we won't do gifts this year. I can't get you new eyeballs. Alright.
I'm not worried about it right now. Love you.
Love you too. Toodles. Oh, I don't have any titanium at the moment. I could go get this brass plates and make some medium electric pole Mark IIs. Can I don't think I have any of these. Alright, so that'll cover all of that. Perfect. That'll process nicely. And then here, what we'll do is we'll have like one return line that goes into a provider. Let's see. This is over here somewhere. So we'll put it in this area. No, actually, if we have this based off of the output, it should be able to go over here. Well, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's in the network, right? Oh, that can't go right there, though. Yeah, let's go like here. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll use stack inserters to unload these based off of... Oh no, they have to... Shit. Yeah, they just have to empty. This really needs to be one line over, so I can control the output based off of what it needs. I just use a power switch too, right? And turn this power on and off. God, it's 6 of them now. I don't want to do that. That's a lot of pain in the ass. What's its primary? It's like 80% sapphirite, 60% whatever this other one is. Hey, I wonder if I could just go off of their primary. My thinking is I could do this essentially and have basically wire them. Oh, these aren't in the network anyway. So I'd probably have to extend the network so it works. So I do like this. Do like a pick up, put down. Far side of the belt. Like that. I would do. See, this needs to. This, particularly these two, they're just gonna overflow the system. So then this guy would be pick up, put down, like that, and this guy would be pick up, put down, probably this side. Oh, wrong way. What? How's that wrong? Oh. Pick up, put down. I don't want any of these things. And then same thing for this, it would be something like we could just do, I'll just do straight. We'll just do normal. So all that would come in here like that, and I would want to control those arms based off of the network, which we could do. We can build just a little zone expander and stick it down there. We have all the bits. It's no big deal. Just throw it right here. So now this is all in the network. And again, we could use the primary thing. So in this case, it's what, raw topaz. So here we would say work if raw topaz or sapphire is less than, let's say, 1,000. Your main thing is also sapphire, or the same thing, but let's call it diamonds instead. So you work if diamond ore is less than, let's say, 1,000. You work if in your diamonds so we'll have you also go if diamond stuff is less than 1,000. You or whatever the purple one is, amethyst. You will be the ruby ore. Less than 1,000. And your main thing is topaz. Alright, so everything should process at a semi-reasonable rate. These guys that we have an abundance of, they'll process for a while and then they'll stop. Which will have to work. I mean, it just will. So now we need a place to deal with this crushed stone. So we'll just do what we've been doing. We'll set one thing here to turn crushed stone into stone, and then we'll have that machine feed into another machine. So that machine will go into that machine. So crushed stone. Oh, crushed stone into landfill, old regular landfill, and that'll go into here. Now would have it just go like that, but yeah, that's gonna be a problem today. So please be crushed stone. Man, they're trying really hard to get up here. They're working a lot. Let's give them another charging pad. Oh, I don't have steel plate. But I need one of these, so I'll start with one of those, and then we'll step a hair further so they can get a charging pad somewhere. I mean, it's gonna crush. It's gonna be a ton of stone, but it should eventually work through it. So next on the list we need grinding gears. And grinding gears are actually silicone carbonide and steel plate. And the silicone carbon, I don't remember if I left it running or not, but it's carbon and powdered silicone, and powdered silicone is just silicone plate ground up. So did I make that a thing, or did I just... It's like, there's silicone, there's carbon. I could probably put together a small assembly machine literally right here. Because it's close. We could put together a small one right here correctly, because there's carbon, there's... Yeah, let's do that. Are we in the network? We are barely in the network. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. And then unfortunately that's probably gonna be pretty much time to go. So powdered silicone, and then what? We cook it together to make this silicone. Powdered silicone, yeah, and then we gotta cook it with carbon in a metal mixing furnace, or a chemical mixing. So we have access to this one and this one. We also have access to this one if we had steel. Well, ha ha ha, sucker, joke's on you. I have steel right there. So this can go into these. So do like that line silicone, the top part of it carbon, or the bottom part of it carbon, or whatever. Let's just do the top part, it'll be easier. So the top part of that carbon, double in, cook, and then double out, then that can just go into a like that. Okay, so this guy right there, just pretty easy. Apparently have whatever that is going up. And then this needs to be carbon on the top side. What's this third line? Or this fourth line? Is it anything? Apparently nothing, so I don't want to burn that slot right there by having another carbon come out. So we'll just come it's easier than fixing this already. And then you actually need to get set for regular. There we go. And I'm not like necessary to break like any land speed records here, I don't think. That'll come pretty quickly. Okay. So that should make everything we need for grinding gears, right? Grinding gear wheels. Yeah, the rest is just steel and that. Which we don't have steel down here handily. And I'd rather not put that kind of resources here, but seems brass and steel. Like we're pretty. I think we could probably start making the assembly lines for these guys now. I don't need those at all anymore. Alright, so that's 5, but this is at 1.5, so it's going to be 25% quicker, so it's actually going to be 4 seconds. That feels like plenty. Okay, yeah, it's trying. Ow, my balls. That seems good to me. They're processing through that nicely. Ooh. Hands in the wrong spot. Okay, so right here, the first thing we have to do after we had the raw gem is cut it is a grinding wheel and water. So we need a grinding wheel production, which could be anywhere really. I think the closer the better. Put a little bit of that patch. Oh wow, that's not good. I'm glad I noticed. I'll build another. I just don't have a need for more right now. Get that loaded. So realistically, oh, we're not working on any science right now. Realistically, I'd like to put that down over here somewhere where there's already iron. Could go here, I suppose, but this really should be uranium bullets when we get there. We could do it up here. I mean, we do have stuff right here, but I think we'll probably use that later too. Here's some steel, but again, same thing. Now we're miles away. So I guess we'll just be better off pulling them up there and manufacturing. While I'm over here, fill up on both of those bots. Are you guys trying to bring me things? Like you were. Oh yeah, I needed some more steel because I was going to make another charging port. Do I need more steel? I probably do. And I don't carry... Oh, no. I don't carry brass? That's bronze. Am I making brass? I don't think I am. I'll have to start making brass pretty quickly here. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can set you to request a small amount of steel and a small amount of the other stuff. So then we can just have this guy reach in there, make it, and stick it in here. So you make our grinding gears. Let's click on you. Why don't you make like a request for 100 or whatever a stack of that is, and whatever a stack of the silicone carbonite is. Alright. You're gonna make the gear wheels, the grinding wheels. It should be somewhere. It could make sense for it to be over. No, probably not over. It'd make more sense if it was in the gyms, but for some reason I think it gets categorized. There it is. It's categorized as something else. Alright, so enable thingamabobs. Wata. Okay. And then we'll tell you to keep us at like 100 of those. Okay, so now the robot should be able to provide ore, theoretically, everything we need to cut. So if we just have a let's see, we could feed everything back into that, I guess. Right? So our cut ruby, cut sapphire, cut emerald, cut amethyst, cut topaz, cut diamond. So then let's make a pump. Alright. So, let's see. How do we want to do this? The individual, not individual, but like semi-individual requester chests. Let go. Every other one like that. That's fine. And then also this is going to be the topaz. And we can change those to like 200. Because there's plenty. And you're the cut raw emeralds. Okay. I'm not really like in any speed records, but I just happen to have these. So that'll go there, and then we'll have one that goes what, here to here. Here to here to there. We're getting closer. There, screw it. I think we just go. Yeah, we just go like that. Except we don't need an offset. In fact, the offset could slow us down. There we go. So those two like that. Just have a let's see, near side, near side, near side, regular side, regular side, regular side. And then we'll program these guys to be cut rubies, say 1,000. So this one will be cut emeralds, this one will be cut topaz, and then this guy will get reprogrammed to cut diamonds. The reason we're reprogramming these is so I don't have to reset the near side of the inserters, in case it was not obvious. Okay. So now that should be everything this needs minus... I don't understand why the robots have not brought in gear wheels yet. Where's the... Alright, we got 14 on the way. Let's get this charging station down while I'm thinking about it. Let's put it right there. I bet it's gonna be busy. Look at it. Look at him go. All right. Let's get the all right. So that should be everything it needs. The raw rubies are there. All right. So that should go. Alright, we have at most 10 more minutes. Let's see if we can't get the next part running. Looks like electricity's a little low. Looks like we can make boilers Mark IV if we had some tungsten, which we don't right now. Invar. Do we have Invar? Do we have access to Invar? I felt like we did. We were playing with nickel and iron. We're processing. There's our nickel. So I don't think we're actually making. Oh, there's some Invar right there. Yeah, I thought maybe I had. So let's grab a couple stacks of Invar. Yeah, we may have a little bit of Invar made. Alright, so boilers. Now we need brass. So we have brass down here, right? That's the... No, that's bronze. What the... Brass. Brass is another mixture of stuff that we may not have actually made. Brass. Gold plate. Copper and zinc. Yeah, we're not processing zinc yet. I'll have to fiddle with that later. Alright, well, boo. How about the boilers? Can we do the... Also brass. Yeah, I'll have to work on brass next time. So what do we need for this? Polishing compound and polishing wheels. Polishing compound is going to involve some running down to the bottom and make, or yeah, probably running to the bottom. Alright, I guess we're just gonna leave it there for now. We need to change this to coal. Which really means I need a whole different line for coal up here by itself. While I'm thinking about it, please become coal. I don't think this actually needs to be anything overly fancy. I set it up here because this was already full of coal. Now that's not the case anymore. I wonder if I should just make these feed off of long-handled inserters and just be done with it. Oh, because that's not going to work that way. Alright, why don't you guys grab from like here and put there. No. Grab from here and put there. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Should keep the carbon flowing. This backlog is now good. We can just have this transfer straight there. We don't need this way station at all anymore. Oh, you guys don't even empty yours. Which is currently not that big of a deal, but because you don't need to. But you will. Don't realize how I did that. My long reach working yet? No. So my long reach got broken somewhere, and I'm not sure where. I'll fix it at some point. So we need, real quickly, a way for this to unload its crap. Which I had thought I had already done. So now these can run forever. Yay! For absolutely no reason other than eat my electricity. But theoretically I need these things, so God only knows. I don't think I need line anymore. Let's pull this line back down to 5,000. We were excited for the carbon dioxide, but I don't think I care about that anymore. I think this will cover all of our carbon needs for up here. Does that at least help get rid of some of these? A little bit. So what's going on? Oh, that's all ruby ore. None of those are rubies. Oh, you gotta process them again into rubies first. Or into their raw state. Yeah, I gotta go from here to there. Wonder if there's a way. I think there's a. Did I get the mod with the crafting combinator? I did not. Darn, because that would have been a good place for it too. I could have just blooped and blooped. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, I think I'll just lay it out in such a way that these can just turn right back around and pump back into here. I don't know why I spread them out that far. I had a reason. No, I did. let's do request your chest. Let's do weird shite. So pick up below, drop to the side. 1, 2, 3. Pick up above, drop to this side. 1, 2, 3. Request your chest. Make that 100. That's the raw sapphirites. Okay. Raw amethyst. Okay. Nope. Put that back. Undo. Undo. No. Raw diamond ore. Okay. So you make sure I have what do you think? 500? Seems reasonable. Alright, boom, boom, boom. You make sure I have 500. Oh, but I didn't make the arms short. So, let's see. Shift in. Copy, paste. Boom. 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 Okay, so we should start getting some cut stuff. Yep, I'm seeing the cut stuff coming in. And it's 3 o'clock, so I need to get to the gym. Gymboree. Alright, so let's see. Can I... We've got almost 2,000 robots sitting on their laurels. So that's good. This warehouse has 58K of the red doodads. So, most of them. We do have some cut stuff that was coming through before, so hopefully that'll get up there. Anything else in particular? It looks like we have an overabundance of lead and cobalt that need to be processed. We still have a bunch of yellow still over in the other chest. They're slowly working their way through that. It looks like they're the warehouse. And it looks like we need to start working on zinc. So we have a bunch of stuff to deal with tomorrow. Tomorrow is our fundraising stream for any of you who are still there. If you'd like to make a donation for longer streams, all you gotta do is join me tomorrow and make a donation. I think tomorrow will be $50 for our 12-hour point to extend to 18, and then we'll do $50 after that. So for a mere $100, you can see me go 24 hours. So keep that in mind. Alright, everybody, we will see you tomorrow for sure, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.